Muhammad wasn't doing that well at that time, and I said, please tell Muhammad, I call myself the People's Champion out of respect. If he doesn't like it, I will not do it. She said, he told me to tell you, you are the People's Champion, you have earned it, you take that title. So, years later, to be standing here with you guys, you voting me the People's Champion, this irony is not lost on me, because I realized that what it means to be the People's Champion is so much bigger than me. Because what it means to be the People's Champion of the people, is you treat people good. You treat people good, you treat people kind, you take care of people, you're inclusive of people, all colors, doesn't matter. And the last time I saw Muhammad, we were at a Make-A-Wish event, and we were both granting wishes. And his last words to me were, you keep rumbling. I was like, okay, thank you, champ. Now, I've had the pleasure and honor of working with Make-A-Wish over the years. For decades now, I've been granting wishes, and again, it is such a privilege and an honor to do that. And there's somebody here tonight from Make-A-Wish. Being here tonight with us and with you guys, like, this is her wish. And she has no idea I'm doing this. Her name is Shoshana. Shoshana, can you stand up? Guys, this is Shoshana. Say hello. She is a survivor. She has fought literally for her life. She has inspired her family, her friends. Now, you guys here, now the world that is watching, thank you so much for this. I just want to tell you that, you know, Muhammad Ali, one of my favorite quotes that he says is, the service to others is the rent you pay for the room you have here on earth. How much you've inspired me and everyone around you, and certainly everyone here, but I want to give you this. You represent everything that it means to be a people's champion, so this is for you.
Thank you to Make-A-Wish in general. I just never expected that something this big could happen. This is crazy. I never thought just from being sick that it could end up in this, surviving something. It could, yeah, thank you so much. To you and to Make-A-Wish.
I want to say this, Steven, we're going to go to you here, and I want to close this out with one of my favorite quotes that I heard when I was 15 years old, and I never forgot it. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Thank you, guys. about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging was strange. I change the game, so what's my name? What they're gonna get though? Desecration, defamation. If you wanna bring it to the masses,
From KVOA, investigating for you. This is News 4 Tucson, live at 10.
We begin with the coronavirus and the classroom. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Amanda Gomez. Tonight, the Tucson Unified School Board is outlining its COVID-19 policy for district employees.
This comes in response to a Biden administration rule requiring vaccinations for some Americans. Right now, that mandate is on hold and is tied up in the courts. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink has been following the school board meeting for us all night and now joins us with what happened. Eric.
Sean, the federal requirement comes from OSHA, but that rule is now on hold thanks to a stay from a federal appeals court. Meanwhile, the TUSD governing board voting unanimously tonight to make sure its policy follows federal law should that rule go back into effect on January 4th. And one of the district's teachers say the decision to get vaccinated should be an easy one. Southern Arizona's largest school district weighs whether to require COVID vaccines for district employees. According to board president Adelita Grijalva, right now the district does not know individual vaccination status because of HIPAA. But the Biden administration's requirement that employers with more than 100 workers get the vaccine or get tested for the virus every week could go into effect as soon as early January. Teacher Karina Ontiveros is fully vaccinated, and she also got her booster.
Teachers, in my view, and people who work in school communities are servants of the community, and as such, we're on the front line, direct contact with children of all ages. We must get vaccinated.
But for family medicine doctor, TUSD parent, and board member Robbie Shaw, it's not that simple.
I would love to see every single person on our campus be fully vaccinated. But I'm not sure that a vaccine requirement, universal vaccine requirement without exemptions is the way to go. And especially with the openings that we have and the strain in our district we have currently.
The board voted to provide financial incentives for employees to get the vaccine, including a one-time $500 payment to fully vaccinated teachers and staff, and $100 more to those who get the booster, something Ontiveros argues shouldn't be necessary.
At the end of the day, for me, it's very much a choice of morality to take care of the community. If not now, when?
Now, the temporary stay on the OSHA requirement could be lifted as soon as next week. Again, the school board voting tonight to align with federal law should that OSHA rule go into effect on January 4th. OSHA says each violation of the federal policy means the employer could get hit with a $14,000 fine. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson. Sean, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Hundreds of unvaccinated county employees could be out of a job by the end of this month. The board voted this afternoon to send notices of intent to terminate on December 20th and a final notice December 31st. Back in October, the board approved a vaccine mandate for county employees who work with vulnerable populations. Tonight, 386 workers are not vaccinated against COVID-19. 218 are in the Pima County Sheriff's Department, the majority of those employees in corrections.
If you are going to be a threat to your charges, in this case incarcerated individuals in our jail, you cannot work for the county. We do not want you.
We took these jobs to protect the community. That's what we want to do. If we don't have the numbers to protect the community, it's going to be harder for the people that do want to protect the community to do their job correctly and adequately.
Supervisor Steve Christie read a letter from the Sheriff's Labor Association of the Pima County Jail saying if the policy is carried out, the jail will lose more than 200 officers when it's already facing shortages.
Pima County is authorizing $3 million from the American Rescue Plan to support COVID-19 testing. The Board of Supervisors approved the money today, saying free and accessible testing is critical while we're experiencing a surge in cases. The county offers free antigen rapid tests and PCR tests at all of its sites. You can also pick up free at-home testing kits at all Pima County public libraries. The Pascua Yaqui tribe has been awarded $1.7 million in coronavirus relief funds. Senators Mark Kelly and Kirsten Sinema say the money is also coming from the American Rescue Plan passed earlier this year. The Pascua Yaqui tribe is using the money to construct several public health and wellness facilities on the reservation, which will provide health care and serve as a temporary shelter for families impacted by COVID-19. Now to our first look at how the Omicron variant impacts vaccine effectiveness. A new study shows Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine appears to be less effective against this variant. The study uses early data from South Africa. Today, the CEO of BioNTech said, though, they would have more data coming out tomorrow or Thursday, and he said he would, quote, be more optimistic. The study has not been peer-reviewed and is based on blood samples from 12 people who got the Pfizer vaccine, but no booster shots.
The latest now on Tucson Police Chief Chris Magnus's new job. Now that he has been confirmed as a commissioner of U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the city of Tucson now moving forward on who will take his spot as chief of police. News 4 Tucson's Angelique Lizardi is live downtown with the latest. Angelique.
Well, good evening, Sean. That is right. With Chief Chris Magnus now leaving to lead U.S. Customs and Border Protection, now the city wasting no time when it comes to finding someone to take his place as chief of police for Tucson. Chief Chris Magnus making moves after the Senate voted 50-47 to confirm Tucson Police Chief to serve as Commissioner of Customs and Border Protection. Magnus has 30 years in the public safety sector, serving as Tucson's police chief for the past 5 years. He was nominated back in April, with the White House releasing a statement saying he has extensive experience in addressing immigration issues. Senator Kirsten Sinema releasing this statement, glad the Senate confirmed Tucson Police Chief Chris Magnus as CBP Commissioner. We look forward to working with him to ensure we secure the border, protect our communities, and ensure migrants are treated fairly and humanely.
He grew up from the ranks, right? He started as an officer and moved his way up.
During Tuesday's city council meeting, Mayor Regina Romero and council voting unanimously to authorize the city manager to appoint Deputy Chief Chad Kazmar as the next chief of police for Tucson. Raised in Tucson, Deputy Chief Kazmar is a 21-year veteran who started his career with Tucson Police back in 2000. He was then promoted to deputy chief back in 2016.
He understands the needs of our officers at TPD and also understands the vision that mayor and council have when it comes to the delivery of public safety and community safety in our community.
Mayor and city council say they're looking forward to discussing the vision Kazmar has regarding the future for Tucson Police.
The opportunity to lead the Tucson Police Department and work with such a great group of individuals and continue my work with public safety communications, and as you described, will always have a soft spot. They have certainly prepared me for this challenge.
Now, city officials say the next step will be for the city manager to negotiate a contract with Kazmar that will then be discussed with mayor and council during their next meeting. We're live downtown. I'm Angelique Lizardi, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Angelique. And Pima County now has a new acting county administrator. Chief Deputy County Administrator Jan Lesher was approved unanimously by the Board of Supervisors this morning to fill the role as Chuck Huckleberry recovers from his injuries after a bicycle crash in late October. Lesher has been leading the county administration since the accident, but the board wanted an official action to name her the acting administrator to ensure there were no lapses in county operations. Huckleberry has been released from the hospital and is recovering, but there is no estimate on when he will return to his office. Pima County will continue its partnership with local law firms to provide legal help to tenants who are facing eviction. An agreement was approved by the Pima County Board of Supervisors today. It extends the partnership for another year, meaning hundreds of households in the county will receive help in 2022. Landlords can apply for rental and utility assistance on behalf of their tenants, but households must also take part in the process to verify that they meet the income requirements for eligibility. The Board of Supervisors also unanimously approved establishing a county redistricting committee. The committee will redraw the lines for the supervisors' districts to make sure they're all balanced. Districts are required to have equal population with no more than 10% variance. Right now, District 1 and 4 have more than 10% variance with District 5. The new district lines must be complete by July 1st.
A Sahuarita man is behind bars tonight facing sexual abuse charges. On Monday, police say they searched 62-year-old Eliseo Hernandez's home on South La Villita Road after he was accused of child molestation. He was later arrested and booked into the Pima County Jail. If you have any information relating to this case, you are asked to call the Sahuarita Police Department. Governor Doug Ducey traveled to Yuma today, where Border Patrol says it has seen a large increase in the number of migrants crossing the border. Officials say around 5,000 migrants attempted to come through the area on Sunday. Ducey met with the Arizona National Guard, Department of Public Safety, and local law enforcement for a tour. He then held a news conference to address the issues.
It's been 5 days since they announced the Remain in Mexico program would be reinstated. Yet, they've only started to implement it in El Paso, which means they are pushing more migrants to Arizona's border and other areas of Texas. The policy needs to be implemented uniformly and consistently and with urgency.
The governor says the National Guard will send resources, including 24 personnel, ATVs, and a helicopter to support the Department of Public Safety.
Coming up on News 4 Tucson at 10, the local ceremony to pay tribute to the lives lost during the Pearl Harbor attack 80 years ago today.
Plus, the money coming into the Forest Service to fix the damage left behind by one of the largest wildfires in the state this year. Matt.
And we've racked up some pretty warm temperatures most of November and much of December, but finally a winter-like storm on the way, bringing the threat of some valley rain and, yes, indeed, some mountain snow. Find out how much and when coming up after this.
Investigating for you. This is News 4 Tucson.
I wasn't able to do something that I love because of my foot pain. I wasn't able to go on hikes. I got these arch supports years ago, and they are still really helping and still making such a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Probate is a lawsuit with the state to determine how your personal belongings will be divided. There are 5 main reasons you need to avoid probate. First, it's very expensive. Then, your financial and family information is made public for anyone to see. You have absolutely no control over the outcome, and probate is very adversarial, which causes family fighting. And last, probate causes significant delay of the transfer of assets. A will does not avoid probate. Don't put your loved ones through this. Call Trajan Wealth today.
At Tucson ER and Hospital, we provide immediate emergency care, and you won't have to wait for hours like you will at other ERs. We'll treat your emergency quickly and effectively to get you feeling better as soon as possible. At Tucson ER and Hospital, we have our own MRI imaging and full laboratory on site, so our doctors can make diagnoses quickly to get you the help that you need immediately. At Tucson ER and Hospital, our team is here for you. Come feel the difference.
Max Demeter here from SSVEC with some tips to save you on energy.
Thanks, Max. SSVEC has energy-saving tips to lower electric bills, like set water heater temperature at no higher than 120 degrees. Minimize use of electric space heaters. Clean your dryer's lint trap before every load. Change AC filters monthly for cheaper chills.
And that will save you on energy bills.
Find all 101 energy-saving tips at ssvec.org and call for a free energy audit.
Cummins Plumbing, Heating and Air. If you got a problem, we'll be there.
Cummins Plumbing, Heating and Cooling is proud to offer Navien tankless water heaters, #1 in North America. Tankless water heaters are 80% smaller than traditional water heaters. You'll enjoy an endless supply of hot water. Plus, Navien has the industry's highest energy efficiency rating.
Air and plumbing, call Cummins.
For $7. One, a French dip sandwich with a side of au jus. The other, au jus with a side of French dip sandwich. Don't overthink it. Arby's, we have the meat.
'Tis the season for more at Metro by T-Mobile. Now, new and existing customers can get a free Samsung Galaxy tablet and enjoy high-speed data for just $15 a month. That's the lowest price on unlimited for tablets, all with the power of the T-Mobile network. Metro is giving you and your family more chances to stream, more ways to connect, and more reasons to celebrate with a free Samsung Galaxy tablet. Get more for the holidays, only at Metro.
Warm up your home this holiday season with great gifts for every room, all on sale. It's the holiday sale at Sam Levitt's Furniture. Shop hundreds of gifts at hot prices in stock now. Like this two-piece Chase sectional, half off for only $7.98. And get this Zero Wall recliner for only $268. Get up to 60-month special financing, free shipping to your room, plus purchase just $698 or more and take an extra 5% off in-stock items store-wide. Shop local and save more right now during the Sam Levitt's holiday sale.
Welcome back. Today marks the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Every year, the University of Arizona honors the many heroes who survived and those who lost their lives in the attack. The university's Navy ROTC chapter hosted a ceremony this morning at the USS Arizona Mall Memorial on campus. The National Secretary for the USS Arizona Reunion Association recited a poem dedicated to the USS Arizona. Around 100 midshipmen attended, along with a color guard presentation and comments from U of A Navy ROTC officers.
They fought with all they had for their shipmates and their country. We must always ensure we are ready for whatever challenge is inbound, no matter its form or its timing. We should never forget those lost on December 7th, 1941.
You can learn more about those lost on the USS Arizona on their Facebook page, and we have a link to that on our website, KVOA.com. A group of college students in Phoenix is staging what they call a hunger strike for democracy. They gathered at the state capitol today. They say they will stay there until they can meet with Senator Kyrsten Sinema. The group hopes they can sway her to get fully behind sweeping voter rights legislation. Sinema's office issued a statement about the strike, encouraging young people to stay engaged in ways that protect their health and safety. A federal judge has set a trial date for Steve Bannon. The former Trump advisor is in contempt for refusing to cooperate with the January 6th House committee. Bannon was indicted on 2 counts of contempt of Congress and has pleaded not guilty. If convicted, he will face a maximum sentence of 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $100,000 for each count. The trial is set to take place on July 18th.
Rapper Travis Scott has requested that 11 lawsuits be dismissed following the deadly Astroworld concert. Scott's attorney issued a general denial on his behalf to allegations that he was responsible for the deaths and injuries of multiple concert goers. A total of 10 people died after a crowd surge at the Houston concert where nearly 50,000 people were in attendance. Their ages range from 9 to 27 years old. Nearly 300 lawsuits have now been filed. The Tonto National Forest will receive $2.3 million to repair damage caused by the Telegraph fire earlier this year. The fire was one of the state's largest wildfires this year, burning 180,757 acres back in June. Forest managers requested the funding from the National Burned Area Emergency Response to fix over 60 miles of boundary fencing that was destroyed. The Forest Service plans to install all the new fencing, they say, by the end of 2022. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly spoke on the Senate floor today, recognizing former Congressman Ron Barber for his years of public service. As the 76-year-old University of Arizona alum prepares to retire, Barber previously served as district director for Representative Gabriel Giffords and was injured in the January 8th shooting. He is currently serving as Kelly's Southern Arizona director. And time for a look at our weather with Matt Broad as we settle into a really beautiful night.
Looking
the
great.
Stars out there and
crystal
just
clear.
Feels awesome.
Cool, some starshine, absolutely, and some warm daytime highs and some chilly nighttime lows with a winter storm.
Oh, yep.
Aside of that,
it's coming.
Yeah, some leftovers from that as well. We'll get to that coming up in your full forecast. Our high temperature today, a little bit better. We're making progress. If you were hoping for temperatures a little bit closer to average for this time of year, keep in mind now in December, our average high should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 67 degrees. So that's 76, still well above seasonable averages for this time of year. 60s up in Sierra Vista, 40s up in Arizona's high country. Let's look out our window on our rooftop. Well, not really our rooftop. We're actually broadcasting here from the Tucson Mountains. Perched up, you can see the city lights in the Santa Cruz Valley. It's 54 degrees last check at Tucson International Airport. Dew point's 28, southeast winds 5 miles per hour. A really comfortable night of weather. This is what I call perfect sleeping weather. The problem is if you keep that window open, you fall asleep, and by 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you might be shivering. So just keep that in mind. Temperatures do dip this time of year. 56 Casa Sedobis. Look at this, already into the upper 40s in Sabino Canyon, east side at 48 degrees as well. And we're not messing around in places like Wilcox, 40 degrees, 49 in Sierra Vista, 42 in Tombstone. Consequently, with the cool temperatures, just heads up, you might want to cover those plants if you're in Benson. I know it's December, we shouldn't have to tell you this, but we've been abnormally warm for the last couple of weeks. So that 31, yeah, probably a good idea to take your cold weather precautions. And I would do the same if I were you in Wilcox. Not that I'm the boss of you, but just kind of a heads up as we're going into the upper 20s for nighttime lows. Upper 40s, 8 a.m. Now tomorrow we're going to see some cloud covers associated with a little disturbance moving through right now at the coast of Southern California. 70s for highs, but low to mid 70s. And then look at that. Skies clear out again at 6 o'clock tomorrow night before the big Daddy comes down, and that's going to be in the form of a very winter-like storm moving our way. We're seeing some rain across Baja California, area of low pressure pretty close to the Great Basin. That will continue to drop to the south, and as it does, well, that's going to drop our temperatures a couple degrees, maybe give us some afternoon breezes. But here's what we're making our eyes peel to. This next weather maker in the Pacific Northwest. Remember the last couple storms we've had, Thanksgiving, for example, came from the south, so it was in the mild side. This one coming from the north that follows, well, the colder weather's to our north typically, and that's exactly what's going to be filtering on in. Here's Futurecast for you, right? Partly cloudy skies tonight. Looks like by Wednesday, midday, we're seeing mostly sunny skies, and Thursday is the interesting day. This is 8 o'clock, seeing some potentially heavy snow in Arizona's high country. Then that band of rain moves through right around midnight Thursday / early Friday morning. Hangs around early Friday during the daytime hours. Then it looks like we clear out Friday and the big chill behind it. Here's what we can look forward to. Windy conditions Thursday, gusting to 40 miles per hour with some valley rain and mountain snow late Thursday night into Friday morning. Possibly up to a ½ inch of rain in the valleys, especially Tucson and points north. And yeah, 4 to 8 inches of snow above 8,000 feet. Storm will end quickly Friday afternoon, but setting the stage for the coldest morning we've seen this season. 40s for lows, 70s for highs. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow, low 70s, so a little bit chillier. Partly cloudy in Cochise and Santa Cruz County. And again, upper 20s tonight in Wilcox, below freezing in Benson. 72 tomorrow, 90% chance of valley rain and mountain snow late Thursday and into early Friday morning. Friday, boy, raw, 58, waking up a little wet. It's clearing out, then be sunny on Saturday, but early Saturday morning, setting the stage with a 35-degree temperature reading in the city of Tucson. That means outlying areas likely below freezing for sure, and 30s early Sunday morning, back to the upper 60s Sunday. Weekend looks good, a little chilly, and then a warm-up next work week, but now long-term signs saying, hey, we could see another storm next week, so stay tuned.
All right, a little bit of everything, but it's nice to see the rain, Matt.
We need the change.
We do. Thank you, Matt. Let's send things over to Posse Call-Up.
Hey, sports is coming right at you. It's high school hoop season with Tucson High hoping to stay unbeaten while Sunnyside was trying to pull off that upset on the road against the bigger 6A team. And the Tucson Roadrunners are back in the old Pueblo and will have a 4-game homestand, starting with a showdown against Stockton on Friday at the TCC. Plus, Coach Adia Barnes and the Wildcats will have not played a game in nearly 2 weeks. Still, ranked 6th in the nation, players are saying there'll be no rust. More sports, more energy, more pooping it up next.
3 law students give the gift of life to complete strangers. The heartwarming story of the living organ donors and their selfless actions.
Plus, we have some big changes on the way, including some rainfall, potentially some high elevation snow, and very cold temps, including the coldest temps of the season so far. Saturday morning is going to be frigid. I'll have all the details right here tomorrow on Tucson Today. We'll see you then.
Artificial Grass Superstore, the supplier of choice for these iconic landmarks. Visit our overstock showroom. Every product is in stock and ready for immediate shipment or pickup. Dozens of choices, all made in the USA. The Artificial Grass Superstore. Take your yard to the next level.
Go where the road takes you and make that journey through Arizona in a Freedom RV. Rev it up on the white sand dunes or go camping in our beautiful mountain regions. Try fishing or kayaking in our beautiful lakes or visiting and enjoy our Native American heritage just hours away in your home away from home with Freedom RV, where family, friends, and Arizona come first. Go where the road takes you with Freedom RV.
Toyotathon is on at the Giant Desert Toyota. Now's the best time to trade up to a new or pre-owned Toyota. Save with 1.9% financing up to 7 pre-owned Toyotas in 6 used vehicles and over 30 certified pre-owned Toyotas. And with trade-in values still setting records, let Desert Toyota give you an unbelievable value for your trade-in.
Hi Tucson, I'm Dr. Ryan Lacey.
And I'm Dr. Sean Ham.
We're Tucson natives who have just opened our family-friendly dental practice and we're ready to serve our community.
Come try our new patient special. Includes x-rays, exam, and cleaning for $99. Hope to see you soon.
The Window Depot, your place for all in-stock windows and doors. Now the Window Depot is more than a window store. Need a kitchen makeover? Window Depot has the largest selection of kitchens and vanity cabinets with a huge variety of styles and finishes, along with granite and quartz countertops. And that's not all. We even have the kitchen sink. The Window Depot has 2 Tucson locations to serve you. Windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, and now the kitchen sink. Best prices, biggest inventory, only at the Window Depot.
Did you know that there are over 14,000 children and youth in Arizona living in foster care as a result of being removed from their parents' care? As a community problem solver, La Paloma Family Services provides children in need with a safe, family-style home that is full of hope and healing. Please support La Paloma by making a foster care tax credit donation and receive a dollar-for-dollar tax credit that supports foster youth in Pima County.
The year? 1951. 16 Tucson teachers pooled together $84 and founded Pima Federal Credit Union. Through the years, Pima has helped build Tucson into the community it is today. Unlike national banking chains, we're not for profit, which means we can offer lower fees and better interest rates. 70 years later, our commitment to your financial success is stronger than ever. Discover how to reach your goals with our 70th anniversary specials. Our success is yours at Pima Federal Credit Union.
Hey, sports is back in the mix. How's your energy, Southern Arizona? Good evening to you. I'm Paul Seaculla with the U of A men's basketball team not hooping it up until tomorrow night and the women taking the court on Thursday. How about some high school hoops action? Sunnyside and Tucson High will go toe-to-toe tonight, and Coach Joel Palomares and Sunnyside hoping to stay unbeaten in the 5A Southern region, at least during league play, while Coach Eric Langford and the Badgers were hoping to move to 4-0 and stay undefeated overall. And early on, check out Adam Gonzalez, muscle it forward, and the foul. Gonzalez would score 11 points in the first half for the Badgers, but do not count out Sunnyside. And Marco Fuentes for the trifecta. You betcha. He'd break off 12 points for the Blue Devils as Sunnyside would lead by 2 at the half. Later, check out the quick pass coming up from Tucson High's Quentin Ragland to Ryan Hinojosa. Sa. Teamwork wins titles. Tucson High remains unbeaten after the 10-point victory. There's your final. Coach Adia Barnes and the Arizona Wildcat women's basketball team, meanwhile, have not shot hoops in any game since November 27th. Yep, no game action at all last week. Still, no problem, according to the AP voters. The Wildcats have jumped 1 spot and are currently ranked 6th in the nation in the recently released Associated Press poll. No doubt the Wildcats have remained active, though, as practice continues. That included Coach Adia Barnes earlier this evening, keeping active, hosting her weekly radio show at Florida's Market Run. Hey, by the time Arizona suits up on Thursday against North Dakota State, It will have been exactly 12 days in between games for the Wildcats. They had loads of momentum after blowing out Rutgers to take home the championship of the Paradise Jam and the Virgin Islands. The Wildcats are still unbeaten at 7-0 as they head into Thursday's showdown against North Dakota State. After that, the Wildcats will duke it out on Sunday with the New Mexico Lobos at McHale Center. And hey, back to Arizona's in nearly 2 weeks in between games. No problem for Kate Reeves.
I think it's just being able to look at ourselves and know that we're taking this time to get better, but also kind of rest our bodies. I mean, playing 3 games in a row, it can definitely be a little hard on our bodies. So it's nice to be able to have this time, but also we have to use it wisely. We have to get better in some places, and I think this is a great time to use it. I think that we just have to keep motivating ourselves and each other to be able to get ready for the games coming up.
True. All right, moving on. The Tucson Roadrunners are back at home this Friday and Saturday, hosting the Stockton Heat at the Tucson Arena. Plenty of tickets are still available, my friends. The games will mark the final homestand for your Tucson Roadrunners before Christmas. The Roadrunners head into the weekend's matchup, winners of 4 of their last 5 games, including their 2 road wins against Iowa and Colorado during that streak. The Roadrunners, they have outscored their opponents 15-7 during that span. The puck drops against the Stockton Heat on Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, Tucson will host Henderson at 6:30 p.m. And hey, don't forget, if you cannot make the games in person, well, the Roadrunners matchups can also be heard on the Fox Sports 1450 AM and the iHeart Radio app. All right, quickly, congrats is also in order to former Palo Verde High School basketball standout Angel Alderman. The freshman guard at Pima College was named the Conference Player of the Week. Get this, she helped the Aztecs to 2 road victories and averaged almost 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. The props also go out to former Rio Rico High School standout Luisaide Chavez. Luisaide almost had a triple-double in the last outing with 12 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. Good stuff. All right, that's it for now. Paul C. Kala. We'll be right back.